Many of the people who are now in the court system are facing crisis in life due to everything from struggles with substances, through persistent mental health problems, through lack of housing.
I'm a lifelong resident of Harlem. I've seen what happens when communities are underinvested in, when underlying issues aren't addressed. And importantly, I've seen what happens when you make the investment. Incarceration is not always the answer. We know incarceration can be harmful. We're not going to prosecute and incarcerate our way to public safety.
The vast majority of people in our jails and in our prisons are charged with violent offenses. So if we're just going to be diverting misdemeanor cases or nonviolent felonies, there is a ceiling that we're going to hit. If we really truly want to go at reducing mass incarceration, we really need to think seriously about violent offenses and think seriously about what systems and what programming options we need to put in place to successfully divert those cases. Manhattan Justice Opportunities is an alternative sentencing program. We work with judges, prosecutors, and defense attorneys here in Manhattan to steer cases away from the traditional sorts of punishment and instead offer people an opportunity to resolve their criminal case by connecting to community-based social services. Providing alternatives to incarceration for serious cases, for violent felonies, it's not just a decarceration strategy, it's also a public safety strategy. It starts with our assessment.
The social worker conducts a very comprehensive clinical assessment, and the goal of the clinical assessment is really to try to get at two things. What are their social service needs, and also what are the factors that led to their arrest?
They may need more education-based services, mental health, substance use treatment. They have the opportunity to go through this internship and job placement and resume building.
I'd say the first layer of accountability is to the treatment programs that they're going to. And then even further, the participant is held accountable in court very regularly. If you have continuous issues that we can't address clinically, then the court could extend your mandate.
To make an alternative to incarceration court successful, you need strong judicial leadership. And we've been really lucky here in Manhattan to have Judge Ellen Bybin. Judge Bybin identified that there was a need for a new problem-solving court here in Manhattan, a need for a court that the cases that didn't fit neatly in the mental health court or the drug court could go to. And then since the court has launched, she's been the judge sitting in the part every day, hearing each case and providing the big picture oversight of what standards do we need to have in place. In 2021, we had just over 140 referrals. In 2022, we almost doubled that case volume. We're one of the first courts in the country to try this. We're piloting this concept with the idea that if we can demonstrate success, that this is a program that could be replicable.
When you go to jail, you're often not given an opportunity to work on the things that are leading to your arrest. Learning those skills in the communities where you're going to be living for the rest of your life is really important because you're exposed to the triggers that you're going to be coping with. You're exposed to people you might be running into. You're building community support, whether that's with family, whether that's with friends.
You have to invest in the resources that people need to get on the right path.
Connecting with the people who are clinicians, the people who can address that underlying harm, to address the underlying issue, to end that cycle in recidivism, that brings us public safety and community wellness. So that's what this work is about.